Hello and welcome, friends. This is the Speed Gaming Live 2025 hype stream. I'm Adirondack Rick.
And I'm Clifford.
Hi, Clifford. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's so exciting. It's this perfect time for speedrunning right now. We have GDQ on the horizon. ESA just started today. And then after that, after SGDQ, it's no breaks until October. Full speed ahead to Speed Gaming Live 2025.
We're all looking forward to October when we're going to be in Herndon, Virginia. Let's go ahead and talk about Speed Gaming Live for just a moment here. Speed Gaming Live 2025, Clifford, it is held where?
In Herndon, Virginia. The same hotel that it's always been at the Hilton Dulles Airport. A short 10-minute shuttle from the airport, or a 21-hour drive from my house if you're insane.
8 hours for me. Hotel and ticket sales are open. We do ask that if you end up having some issues, and we do know of one issue in regards to anyone who might be coming in for early setup of rooms not being available on the 21st, but otherwise rooms are available. It is recommended you check in October 22nd, check out October 27th, because we do have events on Sunday that last into the early to mid-evening, sometimes into the overnight.
Yes, and with cash prizes being handed out in all of those events, sometimes you may be still playing, and you don't want to have to check out early if you're still in contention. That just adds more stress to your day.
So Dark Moon's been working on some t-shirts and designs, as well as Nuclear Reaction. So we are going to be having t-shirts and other stuff available, but they're not available just yet.
They'll be on sale very soon. And if you're that didn't save.
Well, my slide didn't change. So it's going to be soon, not available just yet. Thank you very much.
Move on to the next thing.
Move on to the next thing. We'll fix it post? We mean we have to edit this?
Yeah. Editor, fix that.
Okay, sure. All right, so Speed Gaming Live 2025, we've been through this with several years. This is now, our 5th year doing this. So you want to tell people how it works?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tournaments. They all happen in person. Everybody shows up, gets assigned to a group or some other situation. There's games from all sorts of consoles, from the NES all the way to the Wii and even beyond. We might have games from later consoles this year.
Well, yeah. Apparently, my slideshow is different than your slideshow. All right, let's continue on here. Each tournament has its own prize pool. You can donate to the prize pool by going to Speed Gaming Live. That's as speedgaming.org. Make sure you put a note in the contribution on Match Arena which tournament you are contributing towards, and prize pools will open at the conclusion of this stream. In fact, we already have a couple on there that we have to process.
Yes, and if you've never used Match Arena before, they are our prize pool partner. The link at sglive.speedgaming.org will take you to the Match Arena page. There is a button you can click contribute. It will allow you to contribute to whatever prize pool you want, but it just says contribute to the event. You will put in your note what event you want. And on our sglive.speedgaming.org website, we have a leaderboard that keeps track of all of the different tournaments.
You know what? I can't do this, so hold on one second. We're going to go ahead and readjust here, so bear with me for just a second while we go back to
this has never happened before.
This is not GDQ. We do not have that.
Okay, this happens all the time.
There we go. All right, I had to reload the slideshow, so let's go ahead and try this again. There we go. Hey, it now says Switch on there. We had the right words.
Look at that.
We spared no expense.
I am blaming Google. That's
And the best 3 prize pools will receive a $500 bonus each from Speed Gaming. We're going to make the cutoff of that the night before the event begins to kind of make it easier on ourselves, because you know how it is with us. The first day of Speed Gaming Live, we're busy.
Technical difficulties all the time. We have to make it as easy on ourselves as possible. But we are doing a thing a little different this year from previous years. In previous years, we have saying, hey, if you want to donate to get any kind of tournament you want, we'll put it on. Last year, we kind of ran up against the laws of physics a little bit. Yeah. And there was just not enough space to complete all of the events without just having a pretty big logjam. So we are going to commit to only doing a set number of live in-person tournaments that we're about to announce, and other things that don't make that cut will be introduced as side events.
That is correct. All right, so let's get into those live tournaments, shall we?
Yes, let's. I'm excited.
All right.
Y'all excited to see?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and announce these 2x2, starting off with... What do we got here, Clifford?
I see the first one is Final Fantasy Randomizer.
Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer, and in addition to that...
They're taking the Final Fantasy Randomizer and shuffling it around so that everything is where it's supposed to be, but has all of the quality of life that the Randomizer introduces. And they're going to race vanilla Final Fantasy as well as Randomizer.
And it's also going to be with a sped up version, that quality of life as well.
It's
going to be a fun time for those crew over there at the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and it's exciting to get more vanilla speedruns at SG Live. I'm always a big proponent of big vanilla speedruns, even though randomizers are arguably more fun.
We're going to have a Mega Man game, which we're still working on the details of which game and which category is going to be showcased at Speed Gaming Live 2025, and Zelda 1 Randomizer makes a return. Now, we can't have Speed Gaming Live without, like, Zelda 1 Randomizer has been a staple, Final Fantasy Randomizer has been a staple. What else has been a staple at Speed Gaming Live?
Technical difficulties. Wait, no. I think A Link to the Past Randomizer.
That's what we're going for. But we are also going to be bringing in a new family with us, Super Mario Odyssey Bingo. They're going to be excited to be over in Herndon, Virginia this year.
Hey, there's that game from after the Switch, or from after the Wii, on the Switch.
That is right, which is why I had to amend that Google Slide presentation. Sorry, Microsoft. Another couple of staples
we can't blame
we've
Microsoft
had.
For this.
Another couple of staples we've had at Speed Gaming Live is Ocarina of Time and also Majora's Mask, which brought in a good crew last year.
Yeah, Majora's Mask made a very nice debut last year, coming back very strongly. I'm very excited for both of the N64 Zelda randomizers together.
And some of our friends here at Speed Gaming Live that love to join us for the event includes the Wind Waker community and the Skyward Sword randomizer community.
The Wind Waker randomizer stalwarts of Speed Gaming Live. They've been here forever and are great, and I am very, very excited to have them back, and I'm very excited to bring in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Zeldas coming together, but Zelda communities are great, and I'm just over the moon to have everybody come back.
We have another vanilla speedrun coming, and it was one of the biggest hype tournaments we had as an online tournament a couple of years ago.
Yes, it was, thanks to some contributors from the internet. We had an incredible prize pool for Super Metroid, and we'll be happy to be bringing Super Metroid Vanilla in person this year, as opposed to having it online. It will be in Herndon with all the hype that can possibly be coming with it, and along with it, we'll be bringing a new version of Super Metroid Randomizer with Map Rando, everyone's favorite way to play the game right now. That's not vanilla.
And I think there's one more here. I count only 12, and we mentioned 13 just a few moments ago. I can't do this, Clifford. This one is too hype that we need a special guest for. I think we need to get our special guest in here, Clifford.
Yes, I'm working on that right now.
How about I just drag them in here? Hi, Lack.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, so what's this 13th event we've got coming up here at Speed Gaming Live 2025?
A new event. How exciting. I'm pleased to represent the Best of NES community. We are going to be hosting a Best of NES Live at Speed Gaming Live in conjunction with Speed Gaming Live. So we'll be coming up under their umbrella, and we'll be doing all kinds of competitions. We're going to be doing, and not limited to, we're going to have 1v1 tournaments. We're going to have co-op races. We're going to have high score competitions. And the biggest event we're going to do is, we're mostly known for the Big 20, which is a big race that we have a couple times a year. It features 20 different NES games, but this time it's going to be the Big 10 times 2, which will be 10 co-op games that you'll be able to race with a partner. And so not like you switch games, like you're playing a 2-player game together. And hopefully we'll get some good participation out of that. More to come, more information to come. Join the Best of NES Discord if you'd like specific information about that. We'll try to cross-post with Speed Gaming in their Discord so that everybody's up to date on all that. So,
and you want to?
We're very excited. We're very excited for this.
Okay, Clifford just dropped out. I was going to say, do you have a link to the Discord that you can drop in chat for us, so that way they can head over to the Best of NES Discord?
I've done that just now in the chat.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So thank you, and we are
Great
looking
technology.
forward to partnering with our friends here at Best of NES. Thank you very much, Lack.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm over the moon to have y'all as part of the event. I'm so excited. We've been working behind the scenes to get this going, and I'm just so excited.
And as Lack tends to his family over there, we can continue on by talking about other things that are going to be coming up here to Speed Gaming in just a moment. But we do want to let you know that volunteer positions are open for Speed Gaming Live, which includes the setup and tear down. So they're going to be helping out with our crew to make sure that everything's all set up and ready to go on that Wednesday, October 22nd, and to help with the tear down on Monday, October 27th. Check-in desk, which helps get people admitted to the event, checking, verifying the registration. Create badges that will permit access to the event space, race proctors, so they're going to be helping the tournament admins in the tournament rooms to verify winners, make sure that seeds are correct if they're doing randomizer races, and start their runners off. Broadcast tech, we've had some great broadcast tech over the years, helping us out, making sure that we're on the air. And
Yes.
you're
Last
a
year,
proponent.
even more so.
Yeah, and you're a big proponent of the board game room.
Yeah, the board game room is kind of my baby at Speed Gaming Live. I've grown it from 3 games that we had in my buddy's closet to now we have a small library of a couple dozen games, and people bring their own to help share it. It's one of the best rooms in the event because people from every different community go there to play games, and
It's the mixing pool.
if you're hanging around playing code names, it doesn't matter what you speed run. You just want to hang out and play code names, and
Or-
you know that.
Or the evening cards.
Yes, or mahjong. Mahjong's big, and mahjong and magic, and there's all sorts of things that just get people together, and that's what it's really all about: is the community, and the being in the board game room, volunteering there helps everybody, you know, and lets you get to meet a whole bunch of new people that you might not otherwise. Same with check-in desk. You get to meet everybody at check-in desk.
Yep, absolutely. And photography, videography, helping us get some of the images. Yes, I know. I still got to get the images from 2024 up sometime. Eventually, I will. But you can help make Speed Gaming Live 2025 a great event for all attendees, and those volunteer applications are open right now. Let's talk online, because there have been some people asking us some questions in regards to Speed Gaming Live online, and we are going to be doing it, but we're going to kind of curb it from what we've been doing in the past. We are still going to do some of the communities that are also going to be in person this year. But we are going to try to limit what's going to be happening, because the goal of Speed Gaming Live Online was to replace the in-person feel, but it kind of also is in that point here where we are going to want to kind of get to some of our smaller communities. And I know there's already a few communities that might be looking forward to doing some of our online tournaments. Like, for instance, I know there was some clamor about maybe doing a Jets of Time, perhaps, or Final Fantasy Mystic Quest randomizer out there that might be coming up. Just to name a few, those are not guaranteed to be a part of it, but I know they've expressed some interest as well. So Speed Gaming Online dates, we're going to try to do it from August 1st through August 15th. That gives us a little bit of time to work together with our partnering communities to spread the word, get some entrants registered for those tournaments, and then August 1st they can go ahead, start things off as long as they're done by mid-October. We are hoping that you'll be done before the in-person event, but if anything has to go beyond it, we are going to be okay about it. But if we can get them done by the mid-October, that'd be awesome.
That is the goal.
But the exact dates of the competitions will vary from tournament to tournament and will be determined and announced by those tournament directors themselves on the Speed Gaming Live Discord. Like I said, it's going to comprise of a few events that will be at the in-person event, but we will try to aim at some of the communities that might not be able to make our main event in 2025. And we're going to try to make that policy going forward where Speed Gaming Live Online is for mostly those who can't make it, but we'll discuss that as we move along towards 2026.
Dealing with the laws of physics, it just becomes impossible to fit so many people inside of the rooms. And even if we get extra days, I'd like to keep it comfortable for the people there and not sardines the whole time.
So if your community is interested and want to do a cash tournament but hasn't been reached by us, feel free to reach out to Jam Eviler. He is going to be handling our intake for these tournaments ourselves. If you can't get a hold of Jam, Clifford and I are available wherever we are. You know how to reach us. The announcement of online tournaments and the opening of the prize pools will be coming up here in early July. That's a lot of information over the course of 20 minutes here, Clifford.
That is. It's a lot of information.
Let's go
ahead.
There's a lot
going on.
And just put things into summary.
Speed Gaming Live, there's a lot that happens during Speed Gaming Live, but it's still my favorite week of the whole year.
So let's go ahead and put this into summary here to wrap things up. Tickets and hotel are available for the in-person event, and if you have any issues, to get a hold of a staff member, and we'll try to help you out as much as we can. Shirts and merchandise will be available for purchase soon. You said you have a meeting for that coming up here next week.
Yes, I will. Things should be live before I leave to go to SGDQ. So, look out for announcements for that in the next 2 or 3 days.
Vesta Nest is coming to Speed Gaming Live 2025. How excited are you for that?
I'm so excited. I can't even properly express my excitement. It's if I'm usually at about an 11 excited for SG Live, this was sit up to a 13 or a 14 out of 10.
All right, so 13 total tournaments, plus we have some side tournaments that people have been asking us about in the past. I think there was one mine for Link to the Past being discussed, and maybe another hockey thing like we did with NHL 94. Board games and more will be available at Speed Gaming Live 2025 in Herndon, Virginia.
There'll be a Crokinole side tournament.
That is not what I wanted to do right there. My apologies for showing that off. Anyway, I guess, yeah, well, I broke it again. I broke it again.
This happens all the time.
Yes. So let's try this from the top one more time.
So yeah, Speed Gaming Live, October 23 to 26 in Herndon, Virginia. It'll be a great time. I'll be there. Rick will be there.
And you might not want me touching anything while I'm there based on what you're seeing
Rick
here.
Rick doesn't run the broadcast at SG Live.
No,
just
I don't.
For the record.
I'm running around with my head chopped off. I can't do the broadcast. Volunteer signups are open for Speed Gaming Live 2025. You can get Speed Gaming Online in August, September, and early October. And for more information, you can check out the website at sglive.speedgaming.org, or you can check us out on X, on Blue Sky, or visit the Discord for more information as well. This may not have been the way I wanted to finish this PowerPoint presentation, but we did get to the end of this PowerPoint presentation, Clifford. So what do you want to say?
We did it. I want to say that I am extremely excited for Speed Gaming Live 2025, as I always am. It is, in fact, my favorite week out of the year. The people that come out there are so great, and that's incredibly high praise from me, who hates people. It's really just the best time. I cannot talk about how great the community is. Yes, there's a bunch of tournaments going on and there's a lot happening, but it's just the sense of community and getting to see everyone for maybe the only time you'll get to see them all year.
Yeah.
And just putting names to faces and getting to shake people's hands and hug them, and it's just I love it.
And Clifford, can I add one more thing?
You go, please.
Add new friends. Make new friends.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about the board game room, is because you get to make new friends in new communities, and it's just awesome. And the event isn't to the size right now where it's so large where you might run into somebody at one time all week. It's at the size where you can run into somebody and see them and have a conversation, and then know that tomorrow around the same time you might see them in the same place. Or it's just one of my favorite things about speedrunning. And while there are so many events around the year that are speedrunners doing things for charities, which are great and I love, and like I'll be going to GDQ here next week. This event is to celebrate speedrunning and speedrunners, and to reward great speedrunning with prizes, and it's just a celebration of the community at large, and I love it.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoy this. This is one of the weeks I look forward to all year round, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of you over at Speed Gaming Live 2025, and I hope this does answer a few questions in regards to things that are coming up for Speed Gaming Live, because I know we haven't had the chance to tell you about the things that have been going on lately, so here we are. We are here now giving you that information, and I can't tell you, I'm stoked for everything that's coming up here, Clifford.
Oh, me too. I'm so excited, and I'm excited for SG Live Online to kick off here very shortly. So be on the lookout for that, and there will be lots of great events to help build the hype for everyone getting into town in Virginia in October.
All right, let's go ahead and thank everyone for being here for this 30-minute presentation on Speed Gaming Live. I hope you enjoy the event, and stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned to the Discord for more information coming right up. So thank you very much, Lack Attack, for joining us, and for the rest of the admin crew for Speed Gaming Live. Clifford, it's been fun. We'll see you
Always.
coming up here real soon. And Sass's Link wants that hug from you at Speed Gaming Live 2025.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of new friends, that's a friend that I've made from Speed Gaming Live.
Indeed. I mean, I already knew Assassin's Link before that, but getting to see them in person just added a new layer to it. All right, so that's it. No more keeping up your time here. Get your tickets, SG Live, that's speedgaming.org. We'll have another hype stream coming up here sometime down the road where we get to talk about the online stuff and probably hype up the in-person stuff, and maybe I'll get those photos posted by then.
Excellent.
All right, thank you all for joining us. We'll talk to you next time here on Speed Gaming.